You must keep your clay moist in between working periods. I use old rags, old t-shirts I find are the best to keep the clay moist. And then after that, I like to seal it up in various layers of plastic. There'll be times when you need to slow down and work in a particular area, such as right here, the wings. So I'll keep the rest of the model moistened with towels to avoid it from drying out. The 19th century Italian sculptors had a way of creating air in the wings, a sense of loftiness. You have your various feather groups, but then you have this downy type of feather in between the feathers that the Italians were so masterful at achieving. So I'm looking for the big movements first, then smaller movements. It's with these big movements, getting those big movements right, there's a lot of subtlety to it. When I'm trying something new, I don't always get it right. Now I've been working on this for off and on for a period of years. I keep coming back to it because I don't quite see something and I don't quite get it right. And once you have it right in your mind, you have to go back and do it. I'll sit here, I'll struggle on this for several days and rework it until I get it right. That's why it's a practice. As the wing, in this area, the wing is folded in on itself. So these feathers in this area will tend to be stacked one upon another, and as they get out towards the edges, they'll tend to loosen up. So in here it would be stacked and then loosen. So I always think in terms of the way the feathers are going to overlap. So before we can start adding texture to it, we need to get the basic structure. And I'm looking at, and here is a concavity, and here protrudes a little bit, So I'm looking at the surface modulation. Here, going up to the skin, I want to put, when it joins, little light downy type feathers, feathers bending next to the body. Overlapping shapes are always much more interesting, so if you can create overlap wherever you can, that's always more interesting. So I'll just work on getting the structure here for a while, just basically the surface. Like here, this tends to come out a little too much. I think I'll play with this in here a little while. Okay, now start adding the detail in here. Since I'm right-handed, I'll move from left to right. That way I won't put my palm on any of the detailed work.